Hey guys, today we're going to show you how to change a battery over on your GTR board. So the tools you're going to need are basically your Y tool. There comes a little Allen key and a Phillips head. That's the tool you're going to need. If you don't have one of those, you can get a 1/8 Allen key, which will also fit all the screws on the deck. First step, all we got to do is undo all these screws on the deck through here like this, and then we can pull the battery straight off. All right, starting from this one just here, just there. Now we're down to our last two. I always like to keep that last one right in the middle of the deck to be the final screw out. And I'll tell you why. All right, so basically the last one here, it's pretty much the center of the battery. What you've got to do now is keep your hand under the battery, because as you take this last one out, the battery will end up sort of falling down. All right, so the next thing is just lower the battery down gently. And what you'll see is there's one main connector under here. All you now have to do is grab the connector on either side and make sure you're pulling evenly to disconnect it. Little tip, try not to pull from here. It's best to hold the connector there. And same on the motor controller side, because you don't want to yank the wires out. Just hold it firmly there and then make sure all the pressure is put through the center of the connector. All right, let's put the battery aside. Let's get the replacement battery now. All right, so what you'll notice on the connector too, there is some arrows and then there's an Evolve logo. Basically the arrows need to line up and the logos need to line up with the corresponding connector that's on the motor controller. All right, so I can see the Evolve logos here, Evolve logos there. So now let's just reconnect it. All right, so now that's together. What I like to do now, just to make sure it's done properly, is quickly turn it on, make sure the blue light comes on, which it does, and Bob's your uncle. Now it's time to reassemble it all. One little tip with this is we need this connector when you're when you're sliding this battery to the motor control. It needs to slide in this little sort of cavity in here. That's the main tip here. Just make sure it goes in there neatly. What I like to do is I always put one screw in here first to connect it, and then I work my way along the deck. So grab the screw, put it in place, grab your tool. Just do it up. Medium firmness. Still holding the battery here like this. Grab the next screw, work your way up to the top of the deck, put it through the deck hole, and then line up the hole, because you can see it from here clearly on the inside of the battery case. Just line it up. There you go, so I've pushed it together. And really, once you've done that, that's pretty much it. Now you just got to put the rest of the screws in. Okay, that's it. That's how you replace a battery on your GTR board.